and there is a bright light glowing off in the distance. There is a possible car coming.
Please leave the area. This area is under video.
I'm pointing the thermal imaging camera directly at Skinwalker.
What is up, guys? Thank you for watching Franco TV. So today I've made it to the Utah and Array Reservation. In this area is not too far from the Skinwalker Ranch, which is further down east. However, the Skinwalker Ranch shouldn't be the primary concern here because I spoke to a lot of the locals around this area, and they were very specific on saying that it's not just the ranch that has a lot of the activity going on there. It's the land around it. For those of you with a weak stomach, also do know that you probably are going to be seeing bones and a lot of other things that may not look too pleasing. That being said, we're in for one hell of a night. Let's get into it. This is one of the monuments that is left here, and it looks so beautiful. Look at that. I didn't really get to show a lot of this stuff the last video that I made here, at least around the ranch. But this is one of the areas, and then they have like this really cool other memorial site here where you could go inside. I'm gonna make my way towards the areas. I'm gonna get away from this whole traffic zone area, and it's actually be more in depth. Here things should be getting more interesting as it falls into nighttime. Let's explore. Right now I am heading towards Skinwalker Ranch, which is the main base of it all. I mean, as far as what they say. I find it a little bit suspect that they don't let any tours or nobody go through, and their claim is that it's radiation, which I sincerely doubt. I just think it's a little bit messed up that, you know, you got it all over TV, everyone else is talking about it, but you won't let a single soul in there. And then you kind of keep this place up with so much security to hide it all. But who are you releasing this data and information to? Yourselves? Or is it the military? Which I highly doubt it's the military, because if the military wanted it, they would have taken that location a long time ago. But I'll see how it goes once I get there. Right now I should be seeing, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera on so you guys can see it as I'm pulling up in front of it. If you look forward at the big stop sign up there, you can already see a new camera that they put up there, and I think that's a very expensive camera. They're solar powered, so they completely work wireless and have like its built-in Wi-Fi system so that you could send live footage. I think that's shooting a red light up there, but at night it shoots a bright blue one at the very top, and you could literally see that from all the way across the valley area down there. There's like another car way down there that you could probably see. I'm not sure. These cameras are very... Oh, look, one of the cameras actually moved. Hi, Fugel. Fugel's the main owner. If it's not Fugel, it's the head of security guy. I think down there they actually have a speaker, and they scare people off with weird sounds. And if it's not there, they hide it between the bushes over there, because they did something last time that scared the hell out of me. I don't know if it's thousands of years, but for a long time is a bit nerve-wracking. I'm getting something. At this point now, I'm going to make my way towards one of the ridge areas where I found a whole bunch of skeletal remains. At this point, I'm going to let you guys know, just kind of be wary. For those of you that have an easy stomach, you might see some stuff. I'm not sure what to see up there. The terrain gets really heavy once I'm up there, so maybe we'll get to hear from Fugel later. All right, let's go. All right, so I haven't yet made it to the ridge that I'm trying to get to just yet, but if you look way over there, I hope this camera picks it up because this is far. I just looked at the telescope, and right over there, you're going to see a blue light. But that blue light is another camera setup that they have on top of the mountain. And the entrance to that place is right around over here. I'm trying to get to the other side of this gigantic ridge area. This is where you're going to find a lot of the skeletal remains on this side. Although, I'm sure things happen all around this land. Pretty interesting once I get over there. But there's definitely a camera on top of the mountain. But this is another entrance that goes another route into the ranch area. I don't remember seeing chains here, but there seems to be kind of chains that were left here. Might have fallen off a truck or something. Around up here is where I saw a dead coyote, just died right there. And walking up to it now, you can still see the bones, and another fresh set of bones right up here, right at the sign. Again, I don't think these cameras are actually working, but then again, I don't know. Probably are. I don't know, they look way too doled out to see anything. I now made it onto the other side of the ridge. This is where it kind of gets a little creepy here, especially at night. But looking here already on the side, I'm already seeing, here, see if I can bring up the brightness here, little white dots. I don't know if that's mold. See? That is all skeletal remains. I'm pretty sure there's more around here. So I'm not sure what the hell's going on. I don't know if something's hunting up here or what. There seems to be like a footprint right around up there. Wait, I'm seeing a whole bunch of stuff here. There's black charcoal on the floor. All that out there is Skinwalker Ranch. But again, it's the land, everything, even where I'm at right now, is all visited and I don't want to say haunted by these spirits, but the spirits roam around this area. Even saying the word Skinwalker can attract them to you. I was speaking to one of my friends that is Native American here. I might even bring him on camera, depending if he feels like it. He was telling me that to wear silver, and by wearing silver and metallic stuff, or something that reflects, actually they don't like it, they hate it. And the Skinwalker is a form of a medicine person back in the day. There's a lot of history that goes really deep in there that you have to really sit there and divulge into it. Get a load of this. Look at the size of that paw. That's my hand compared to it. And that looks fairly recent too. See if I can get an up-ground shot. And then they have some charcoal there. I don't see any other paws. Maybe, yes I do. No, that's a shoe print. That is the biggest paw print I've seen. Oh, there's one right here. But that one's walking this way. Up. Could be a coyote, a dog. You guys let me know what you think. But this is, I just got here, so this is my first experience being here today since the last time I was here. And see? This is that charcoal stuff. It's like burnt wood. But there's more of it up here. So maybe somebody was making a fire. I'm trying to make my way through these rocks as safe as I can. I'm also just trying to listen if I could hear anything. God, there's so many bones here, holy crap. gotta be extremely careful I don't slide down this mountain. What is that? It looks to be like a tail end of something. Look at this. There's more bones right beyond this ridge. Every little tiny particle that you see is white, standing out. Those are just bones. And it keeps going way out through the distance there. At this moment now, I am making my way towards the Skinwalker Ranch. I'm not going in the property. I'm going to only be outside of the property, right in front of the gates. Like literally the closest you can possibly go. They're pretty highly secure there, so I'm just going to stand there. I'm going to have the night vision on, and I'm going to be walking with my camera. This thing picks up amazing audio, so I want to see if I can hear those weird pig sounds that I heard. I just want to see if it's coming from a box or whatever, just to see where that sound is coming from. And then continuing forward to other locations. Wish me luck. Heading for the gate now. Let's go. So it's a little awkward. Let's get into it. Oh. Have a light on. Oh shit. I think there is a possible car coming. So right now I'm at the car, and I have, it looks like 2 cars coming. They turned on the main light, and they're coming outside the base right now, which is interesting. This is gonna be weird. How's it going? I think those are the Travel Channel people, and I think one of them might be reversing. The gate just closed from up there. I didn't want to have my mic on. Well, not my mic, but I just got like a random car just parked right behind my car. It's just there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. I think that right up there is a gigantic spotlight. I am not gonna lie. I am actually shitting bricks right now. Only because I have a car that just stopped right behind everything here. I don't know what to expect, but I have a random car that's just staring at me. Was not expecting 2 cars to come out. That's a huge bright light right there. I'm surprised they haven't turned that one on.
Please leave the area. This area is under video surveillance and you have been recorded.
I'm sure you're trying to figure out what the heck just happened there. What I wasn't expecting was to run into the entire crew for Skinwalker Ranch that's filming a whole series there, and actually the main security guy, Dragon, came out, which he's a cool dude. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't want to shove the camera in his face and, you know, record him, so I felt a little bit, you know, obligated to just stop recording that one split area. But that's pretty much what happened. He was completely cool with it. But that being said, let's move on to the rest of this adventure, because now I'm going to go deeper into the lands and seeing what I can experience. Not specifically in Skinwalker, but the lands that's providing around it. Apparently it's just as interesting as the ranch. Let's see what we get. I am on the Skinwalker Ridge, and there is a bright light glowing off in the distance. I don't know what that is. But beyond that mountain down there, what the hell was that? It is super bright. Now they said that a lot of these entities and spirits, I'm going to call them spirits, because I feel like that's more of a respectful way of saying it, but they say they don't like silver or mirrors. By wearing mirrors, you actually detract them from you. The only mirrors that I have is the car. Speaking of the car. Alright, so the only mirrors that I have is the car, and I don't really wear jewelry, so I don't have any silver on me. But it's getting cold, and it is very quiet. I am hearing barking. I'm pointing the thermal imaging camera directly at Skinwalker Ranch. So it was quiet for a little bit, and then the dogs just started getting riled up. I didn't hear any dogs a minute ago, but now there sounds like there's a bunch of them. Jesus Christ. I thought this was a snake. Alright. I wonder if I can make this just a tidbit more brighter. There's a book here. Some stuff here on the floor. I could already get the feeling somebody's been here. Cow crap. Look at this. A bullet hole. Some food. Alright, hold on. I don't know if these are human bones or animal. I'm gonna leave this one up to you guys. You let me know. Think this is. To me, I'm gonna say animal. It could be a cow bone. A propane tank. Somebody was definitely living out here. But no one's here. Evident now. What the are those cops? It's cuffs. Or, I don't know if this is like for cattles or if these are like really old cuffs. It has a number on it that says 62 or 625. 625. It's also written right here. They're cuffs. Alright, I'm gonna leave everything as I found it. If there's anything else in here that I don't see, I found two pairs of shoes. Really old. That little hole in the front of the shoe is because he had a long toenail. So he wasn't cutting his nails, which caused a hole at the top of the shoe. There's another scripture here, or writing. The diary of a young girl. Head, but I do not have given an account of my deeds to anyone but myself. When I was in difficulties, you all closed your eyes
My
and
dearest Kitty,
stopped.
I don't want to have lived in vain like most people. I want to be useful or bring enjoyment to people, even those I've never met. I want to go on living even after my death. And that's why I'm grateful to God for having given me this gift, which I can use to develop and to express all that's inside me. Yours, Anna M. Frank.
And Frank. Look at this. It's like he or she, I don't know. Look at this. They were throwing something at this. What I'm thinking is someone is living out here, either homeless or whatever, or maybe they're hiding out, or maybe they could be missing. I don't know the gravity of that and how far this could go. I'm going to keep heading forward towards the back area. I got to be careful because it is extremely dark now outside and I can't see nothing. So I just found what looks like a really abnormal dumping ground. Wait, I didn't see that. But right over here, look at all these cans. This guy was a really good hoarder. If he had all this food and then would throw it out. Look at all that stuff. I heard a cat. Come here. I have a soft spot for cats. Hold on. Come here, little kitty, kitty, kitty. Swear to God, I just heard a cat. Look at this. I'm trying to see if I can find a cat. I just went back to the car to grab some food. I actually have cat food, because you'd be surprised how many cats I find out here. Just in the middle of nowhere. All I gotta do now is just find where the cat is at. Where did you go, little cat? Of course, this cat wants me to walk through here. Jesus Christ. Alright. Kitty! Kitty! Hear it. I hear it. Come here, kitty. Hi. How are you? Come here, baby. I got something for you. Come here, baby. Come here. I got something you're gonna like. Oh, she's gonna have a full belly tonight. Yep, she's definitely eating. Good girl. I hope you're a girl. If you're not, I don't judge. I mean, I can't tell anyway, but good. Moving forward. It just got awkward. I got the cat some food. I already explored the majority of this place. I'm gonna head to the next location because I'm a bit distance away from it. The cat should be okay. I gave her like 2 pairs of food and some water. Look at these stars. I don't know if you guys could see it very well, but there's a Milky Way there. It's gonna be probably hard for the camera to pick up, but you guys may not see much. But in this like brush that you see here in front of you, and that weird light that I'm getting down there in the distance, there's houses completely abandoned out here. But if you look here, right there in the distance, that's a house. And there's another one down there. Let me get over here. Oh shit, I almost just died. If you look there, there's another one. And it goes on. This whole place is an abandoned subdivision that never seen the light of day, with that weird light that's on back there. See it right over there? That could be a little security camera, but I'm not trespassing. I'm not going into any of the houses, just walking on the road. They destroyed the hell out of these places. Oh, look at that shotgun round. There's also another shoe here. I always find shoes interesting find. No laces, so it might have been just left out here. But they give good clues as to who's been here and what they were doing. If you look right here, you can see bullet holes that go right in and out of the house. I gotta be careful because I am literally not too far from a nearby highway, but also I am in a desert in the middle of just an open, vast valley. So my light could be seen for miles into the mountains, and I don't know what attention or company that can bring my direction. So technically this is dangerous, just because I'm not sure who I can walk up on, or who could walk up on me. Let's keep going. Dang it. There's another sign. See, I didn't see this. Where I got this information from, so this must be new. I am pretty sure I'm probably being watched right now. See, they wouldn't put trespassing signs if they didn't vandalize the damn buildings. But when you vandalize and destroy it, they deprive you from going into it. Wow, so if you look here, that has a pillar there of wood, right? Well, if you look at it really closely, they took this wood out. I don't know how they took it. It looks like they ripped it out of the wall with a truck to probably bring down the building, which kind of explains the weird thing in the back of the building. Hold on. They literally tore down the back of the building. They probably took out the same pieces of wood and pulled down the whole roof on itself. There is what seems to be a protective vest, or high visibility vest, in a suitcase. This is another house. The other one actually is trespassing too. Looks like a bomb went off in these places. Those
walking out, I'm hearing something. I think it's a bird. Alright. Go ahead. Go back to sleep, buddy. You scared the hell out of me. Toma. Easy. There is one more house towards the back right here I want to check out and seeing what that consists of, if anything. And then moving forward from there. Let's check it out. Last house on the block. I want to see if I could... There's already a sign there. There doesn't seem to be too much in these houses here anyway. But, oh my god. There are so many signs. I just heard something. I heard like an animal. So I was checking on GPS maps and it was letting me know that I thought I saw a structure up here. Like another building. But it looks like it's been torn down. So I thought I might give it a look. I am doing something extremely dangerous right now because I am very far from the car. The highway's in front of me, but there's no parking spots anywhere near me. Just a pit of junk. A guitar, a motor cylinder head, a shoe, some more clothes in a bag. Junk. I don't know what was here, but it's gone now, and this was gonna be my other little spot here, but this happens. All right, I'm gonna get back to safety because at any moment I could get attacked by a coyote or a bobcat or a cougar. What is that? I have no idea. Look how sketchy it is. Walking back to the car. I'm still a bit of ways. I gotta keep going. There's a small light from way up there. I don't know if the camera could pick it up, but that little light, which I don't even think you guys can see because I barely see it, that's where my car is at. So I finally made it to one of the most creepiest graveyards here in the borders of Texas. This is kind of almost like leaning into Mexico, like really close. So that's why it has the whole, you know, look. Well, you'll see once I will go inside. Look at this. These are little trinkets that people leave here. Dias de los Muertos. Some bubble gum. And this is all for good luck. I'm already getting dogs barking. Or coyotes. One or the other. And I believe in here, there's little trinkets in here. See, someone left, what is that, lip balm? I keep hearing people. I don't think there's anybody in here. Alright. I'm actually curious as to what this is. RPD. Okay. Rule number one, you don't ever touch anything that you run into. I did because I kind of didn't think that was anything serious, but that was actually kind of weird. Look at this. I'll shine it down here so that way you guys can see. There's a letter there and some burnt stone. Like if somebody was writing something. Look at at the coins. See the other one here. Look at this. I haven't made it in yet. There is, looks to be a tailbone of a spinal cord. I think that would be called a coccyx. The coccyx. I swear to God, that's a thing. There's a cerebral and there's a coccyx at the back of the spine. But look at that. Oh, a fossil. Isn't that cool? Look how creepy this place is. I actually had a video that I was at not too long ago where I adventured to a graveyard. In fact, very similar to this one. I gotta be careful for rattlesnakes. There's like a high presence of rattlesnakes in this area. Diamondback, to be exact. Look at this. Nicola Zoe. That is a lot of quarters. Look at this one. Look at this. I'm trying to also keep an eye out for any kind of tarantulas. Some more Dias de los Muertos stuff there. And eyeglass covers. Look at this one. Oh, there's a red candle. I found another Santa Muerte candle here, right next to Jesucristo. I don't know if that's if you're supposed to do that. And I'm not even on a tomb. There's just a couple of rocks there, just put in a circle. Look at this tomb that I just found here. It's kind of covered here, but I'm gonna get you guys in there. Look at that. That looks like it's been there for a while. It's starting to decay. The thing is about these places is that when you go in here, these things don't deteriorate until a long time because of lack of humidity or any water that comes through here, so nothing really gets rotten. El día 12 del enero de 1918, Feliciano el Niño, Amardo de Izquierda. I guess this was a child that passed away, because it says Niño, which obviously means child. For those of you who don't know, because I'm still learning my Spanish, and I'm a little Spanish, so I'm actually very Spanish. I should know better. Here's another one here. Look at all that. I don't know what that is there. Right in the center. There's like a little something there. The American flag. Frosty. I love the picture. The white hair reminds me of someone I know. Reminds me of Kevin. Kevin, that's your nickname now, Frosty. Snowflake. No, let me stop. I think the only time I've seen a grave like this was in a grave in a game that I played, Ghost Recon. And it looked like this, which is pretty interesting. It's the only thing that I could relate to this. I've never seen this before, but it is beautiful. I am going to start using night vision, SLS, spirit box, infrared, and whatever I can to see what I can capture on camera if I'm lucky enough to capture anything. Sightings here consist of an old woman that is mourning over a loved one, a child that can be seen running around. Enough with the talking, and let's get right into it. I think this area here is like the most historic part. I mean, tombs are barely standing upright, as you can see in the distance.
Hello? ¿Tú quieres hablar conmigo?
I am pretty much in Mexico, so... What the fuck? Hold on.
Hello? ¿Tú puedes decirme tu nombre? Mi nombre es Frank.
It's actually Frank, but with the accent, you would say Frank. gotta do the slide of the tongue. Hello? No me asustes. ¿Tú puedes hablar conmigo? This one's gonna be hard. You guys are probably gonna laugh at me. Don't judge me. Un niño estás aquí. ¿Tú eres perdido? ¿Tú quieres hablar conmigo? What I just said is that there's a child. Where? Every time I hear that noise, it means it caught something on the SLS. Now, basically what I said, a child had passed away here, because that sign there is talking about a child who was deceased, and that passed away, and that's what I'm trying to see if I can contact. And I'm just asking if the child is lost or something. Hello? I'm not gonna lie, driving all the way down here, I watched a lot of Desperado. So I'm definitely feeling it, like I'm getting the vibe. Just not the scorpion vibe. Come on, look at that hole. That's what you gotta be careful for. Hello? I just heard a guy. Hello? Yo estoy buscando por un hombre. Oh, that sounds weird. Like, I'm looking for him. Oh, damn. No, that does sound kind of weird. That's not what I meant. See what we can see with night vision. If I see any flashlights coming out of nowhere, I'm gonna know to kind of try to avoid it. Okay, I just got a knock. Holy crap, it's creepy. I'm looking for a spirit of a woman or one of a child. Is there anybody here that is not happy with me being here or does want me to be here? Just give me a sign so I know where not to tread. I also want to keep moving due to the fact that there's scorpions, so I gotta be careful. And they tend to come out at night. I know it's cold and they don't really like being out in the cold, but I still want to be careful because it's not that cold. It gets cold and warm. It's weird here. Check this place out. This is a chapel I've been dying to go to. Look at that. It's got like a little crucifix in the front. That goes straight up to the bell tower. Look at this. I guess this all took place in here. Way back in the day. What the hell is that? This is actually pretty eerie. beautiful at the same time. This is so cool. This one looks kind of burnt, if you look at it. I just heard movement outside. Alright, let me keep an eye on that. So this looks like it has survived a fire, or probably like the outside elements or something. Look at the backboard. This is old. Oh, this is a kneeling altar. It's where you would kneel to confess your sins. Look at that. Hold on. Take a quick look outside. There's another door there. Now, if you guys are ever exploring these places, don't try to explore this not being armed, just for your own protection. Alright, I wanted to check out one more part here. Just kind of nervous with that door. This is like a historic chapel with this whole Mexican vibe to it. It is a beautiful place. I've never seen something like this yet. I did hear something weird coming towards the front door. Listen. Come on, light. I'm gonna ask some questions. Is there somebody here with me? Is it okay that I could record here? Is this a holy place? There's definitely some trigger objects here, just because of how historic some of the items in this room are. I could hear the bell like wanting to ring. And look at how antique this door is. Not that door, this one. It's like this door came from something else. What is that noise? Alright, I'm probably going to try using the SLS and seeing what that camera catches here. I am now on the SLS camera. I just heard some noises here and there. I don't want to be disrespectful in any way. So I'm just recording with the SLS camera. That's it. I'm a little nervous. My mom told me never to mess around with churches, so. But I didn't want to miss out not showing you guys. I don't know if it's trying to read that or over here. Ooh. I have somebody sitting on a chair. Hello? Holy shit. Shoot. What the hell? Hi. I just come here to record this place. If this is your place, I greatly appreciate you being here. May I ask what your name is? I don't know if that's somebody sitting on the chair or what. Is it okay if I could come closer? I want to see if it's cold. Can you come back for me? That is pretty interesting. I love your church. It's a beautiful place, and I want to thank you for letting me come here. And what a blessing that you guys have this place. I really don't want to do anything else here. I'm just going to keep it like that, but there seems to be something sitting in that chair. It's interesting because I was hearing a general noise. I'm sorry, I got a knock. I got a general movement coming from this area here. And I was looking with the microphone, and that's why I felt like I wanted to do an SLS just in case. Okay. Yeah, now I feel like I'm being watched. Got a load of this place that I found kind of hidden here. Oh, it looks like a pier. Probably like a pub or a restaurant or something. Oh, this place is decayed a lot. It's a bullet there, or a bullet casing. Can I get through here? Ooh. Oh. Yeah, no. This is not safe. But you could see inside here. All the floors have been gutted out. My fear is that I'm going to slip through one of these cracks. And knowing my luck, there'll be a diamondback snake just waiting for my ankle. Right now, I am doing something probably very dangerous, and you shouldn't probably do this. I am going back
to Contraband Creek or Contraband Creek. This is where a lot of this drug smuggling, again, like I said last time, kind of gets into the country, or human trafficking. I'm going to be seeing if I can look with my night vision just to see what I can see, if there's any lights in the mountains or whatever. I'm not trying to like get anybody in trouble. I'm not trying to do anything. I just want to see what I can see. I am now in the West Contrabando trailhead. This is where I need to be extremely careful. I'm going to drive a little bit further up here so I can find a good place to park and then look out and seeing what I can see with the night vision. Everything that you see right now in the other side is Mexico. This is a little trail area right through here where the trafficking will happen, and they kind of go through the creek area. Sorry, it's hard to see it, but it's actually behind that bush area here. This whole area is extremely dangerous. But my thing is that I wanted to see if I could see any lights kind of occurring within the mountains, but it looks like it's completely quiet. See if I could zoom in a little bit. I'm surprised there's no security out here. So I made it down a bit of a trail here, and I seem to have found some sort of, I don't know what this is. Danger. No jumping. And it looks like a dead dog? Or something here is dead. That's definitely the skin of something. Could be a puppy. Just doesn't look like a coyote with the white hair. Broken glass. Oh, it stinks like decay. I'm gonna come right up here. Oh, wait a second. Those are dead animals. See it? Oh, God. That stinks. Oh, that almost made me gag. Oh. There's blood coming out of that bag. Oh my God, hold on, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna hold my breath. Oh God, I don't know what that is. Oh. Alright. Oh. Still try not to gag. Looks like people's belongings. I guess people must have left this here. Look at this. It's even a kid's sock and a shoe. A really old shoe. I gotta be careful. Wait. I just heard something in the forest. Some of the things that the locals told me about this place is that there's a spirit that haunts this graveyard, but I believe his name was like Rose, or Rose, like R-O-W-S. And he's actually an unknown person. All they knew was his first name, and he's buried out here. And apparently he died by eating a certain type of paste, but because he was homeless, he didn't know it was paste, and I think he might have thought it was like jelly or something. And so by eating that, he passed away due to probable complications, I'm guessing. But this place is pretty eerie.
I keep hearing stuff out in the distance. Anyway, let's keep walking. I'm trying to make my way towards the back. I looked at some of the GPS maps, and they were saying his tomb is actually back here, and a couple of people put, well, usually when it comes to historic tombs like this, they put rocks on there as a sign of respect. I have 2 quarters I want to put on it. I'm getting a little bit further away from the truck now, so a little nervous. Knights. What? Knights Pythias. I've never seen that before. BFC. Knights of Pythias? I'm probably saying this totally wrong. Let me turn on my flashlight here. Maybe it's like a little private group of something. Again, I don't think he'll be buried here, because the guy was actually homeless and was poor, and in fact that's why he ate that stuff, because I think he thought it was jelly. Dad, what the hell is that? That came from up there. Walk between these 2 tombs here. Whoa. There's a whole bunch of shattered glass all over here. What the f is that? This is a good time to stop and reflect on your life. What the hell was that sound? That sounded big. Shit. And I have to go back there. I don't hear anything. Something's out there. There's something out there in the forest. I have been waiting in the car for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I've been kind of surveilling the area. I went and put the video footage on the laptop and reheard what I heard. I thought what the first howl that I heard was probably a horse, or probably like a hog, or even a bobcat maybe. It was,
I've never heard that sound before. Maybe you guys will be better at identifying it. But what scared me the most wasn't the first one. It was the second sound that I didn't think I caught it, but with headphones, if you listen closely, you can hear what sounds like a growl right next to the camera, and that's what made me go into fight or flight mode right before my car alarm went off. What the f*** is that? The two sounds that I heard were very distinguished. One sounded like a roar, and then the other one sounds super close. But the thing is that all these desert lands, a lot of them are all previously owned by Native Americans. And sometimes it would have what would be a protector or a spirit that watches the place, which would be a skinwalker. I hear a lot more stories about skinwalkers and weird things like that out here than I do with anything else, and that's why I'm speculating to that, because that did not sound at all like a ghost or anything. That was something alive. Outside. I am leaving. Holy shit, what the hell is that smell? I want to look at that crucifix there. This does not feel right. I have the K2 meter here. I'm going to see if I can get anything. See if it goes off. I don't really want to call this gentleman an unknown man, but sir, if you're here, do you think you could come close to the little black box next to your marker so I can see if I'm here with you or if there's anyone here? Someone told me that you haunt this location. Is this true? The problem is that it's kind of hard to hear because of all the wind blowing. What the hell is that? I just heard what sounded like a railroad alarm going off. Like, you know when they hit the metal with a pipe? Dun 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 dun. But I'm not sure if it's just the wind. That's the thing, the wind throws me off. Just gonna document this because you never know. After that incident with Gabby Petito, you never know how this could help. McDonald's bags. Backseat is empty. Look at all the dust on the top. It has not been moved in quite some time. Nevada 653534. Do you guys know if this belongs to anyone? Something else I noticed is that off the side of the road here, I think there's clothes. This is the black bag I saw on the floor. It may not even have any connection to it. I just wanted to get that on there. And it looks like tire marks. They come from here down. Not sure what that's about. Well, I checked. All tires are good. I don't know what that's about. But I'll probably report it to the police, if anything. That's interesting, though. It's been there for a minute.
Abandoned Ghost Town Part 2, I guess. Much different from the other areas that I was at. But this place is actually empty, empty, empty. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's other houses out there in the distance. It's people's clothes. Someone's pants. This thing's already making noises. It just stopped. It's that. Alright, I'm gonna move past this area. I'm now heading to this other house. What the hell was that? I just heard a loud noise. Sure I don't see anybody. Alright. Let me switch lights here. I'm gonna need both hands for this. Oh, I did it. Hello? Keep thinking those are lights out there, but those are the only two lights there and over there. This is an abandoned town between towns. Is this thing dimming? Oh, it's because I'm pointing it. I get it. I get it. Alright. Let's keep going. I'm getting much closer to these houses here, but I don't want to miss this one here. Oh. There we go. It's good enough that the wind actually settled down. It looks like there's a mattress here. Hold on. See? You see a mattress here. People actually sleep out here? That's insane. Cassette tape. Or not. Get a load of this. It's a really, really old, cracked iPhone. Is that a bullet? could have been a bird. But look at that. It's not a bullet, it's just cracked. Alright. I'm gonna see if I could check out this area, because it's kind of the more well built up area here. Or not. Yeah, that's a no-go. Look at this place. They destroyed this place. Riots, not diets. Oh, I just heard something. Your light is not... Oh. Hold on. Hold on, bear with me. Switching lights here. Get a load of this. Someone left this here. It's an arrowhead, but kind of like a knife arrowhead. It looks fairly, in fact it kind of looks new, just a little dusty. I heard something out there. I don't know what this is. Your light is not what comes. Your light is not what confronts my days, but the source of warmth through my dark. Well, I guess that's a relief. I can't believe I just found a really cool arrowhead kind of knife thing. I still have some more houses out here that I want to check out. A lot of these places look like it has been torn apart. Hello? There's a lot of stuff in here. Zodiac. Or Zodiac. Yeah, that's Zodiac. Check this out. I don't know if they were trying to refer to the Zodiac killer. But, again, I'm out in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't be surprised. Or maybe that's just a graffiti thing. Before I go, I wanted to show you guys what I found here. I did find what looks like a deer or an elk antler wrapped with some rope here. I don't know where this is from, or who left it here, or who put this here, or what. But if you look, it's actually attached to an arrowhead. But I guess it's like a makeshift knife. Kind of super glue at the top here, so I don't think it was really made outside. The super glue is like a dead giveaway. It looks like someone probably made it inside their house or something and brought it out here. Might have lost it or something. And then I found a cell phone, which is odd. There is a bed where I found this at, so I think somebody was staying here at the time and maybe their phone went out. I don't know what this is about here. And then I thought this was a bullet hole, but it just looks like a cracked old iPhone. I hope you guys enjoyed what you've seen on this video, and until then, I will see you. Oh my god, I almost dropped my light. In the next video. Bye guys.